Good morning, friends. Vera. Okay, my stuff is moving slow this morning. Needs to get its act together here. All right. Well, I've already had my coffee, so I'm starting on some water, and my goal is to drink this whole thing while I'm here with you. So, as I am severely dehydrated, I can feel it. How are you? How has this week been for you? Because that moon was no joke. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Kate. Good morning, Valerie. Oops. Good morning. Hello, Mark. The week flew by. Yeah, I clicked go a little early this morning. I'm so tired. My God. I feel like I haven't slept decently since Pisces season started. All right. I'll take some likes on this beautiful Friday. Hi, Michelle. Nicole says last weekend was in slow motion, but since the full moon, it's been flying. Okay. Millennial Bruja. Girl, just trying to flow. All is well, but just this nagging feeling I should be doing something. I hear that. Hi, Christine. Hello, the stonedly witch. I've not been sleeping well at all. Dreams are wild. We're exhausted. Hey, girl. Hi, Janelle. Sarah says, good morning. I'm making pancakes and bacon and eggs in celebration of surviving the week. Okay, well, that's amazing. That sounds delicious. Dreams are crazy. I'm just tired. It's been, oof, it's wild. It's wild. Hi, Cindy. It is a wild time. And hi, Christine. Yeah, exhausted with small bursts of energy. Yeah, I've never, I mean, I keep saying this, but like this past week, I have witnessed so many people spin completely off of their center, like just balls to the wall. I need to like take a mental health break type of thing, or like literally having a manic episode. Some people have had a psychotic break. Like it's not a joke. Like it's really affecting people. And I feel like I'm okay, mentally, but I've been feeling that, like the racing thoughts off and on as well, and just like a restlessness, and also just not sleeping because every time I go to bed, I'm like transported to some other place where I'm doing all kinds of crazy things, and it's hard to rest. It's really hard to rest. Just waking up feeling all beat up, like my body hurts. Christine says, still wide awake over here. What is sleep? I know. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully it starts moving out of that because we need sleep. We're gonna have some bad attitudes around here if we don't get some sleep. But it's also a lot of movement as we, continue to like plow through March, because I can't believe it's the 10th already. Like we are rocking and rolling, my friend. So that's good because we do know that the energy is going to shift drastically um, at the end of the month. And so I think we're going to feel like the first initial shift will be, of course, when we switch into Aries season with the spring equinox, which will be the 21st. And then the big energy shift is at the end of the month, and it just feels like the 31st to me. So I am doing collective card pulls. This is Coffee and Magic. And so what we'll get to after we chat for a little bit is I'm going to give you three things. You choose which one you feel most aligned with this morning. And then I pull three separate pulls from this deck to get you your message. So if there's like a specific question or something you want something answered to, don't ask me, but just kind of hold that energy and see if it's answered for you. At this time, I'm not taking any one-on-one clients, but if you'd like to get on the wait list, you can absolutely DM me on Instagram and I will put you on the wait list. Okay. Good morning. Hi, Erin. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Edwin. Hi, Ace Muffin. Hi, Carrie. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's check in with numbers. So, give me two numbers. How are you feeling physically, 1 through 10, and how are you feeling in your energy, 1 through 10? So, feeling in your body and feeling with your energy, with 1 being like very low energy, you're not feeling great in your body, and 10 being a higher energy and feeling really good in your body. Where are we at this morning? I would say if I were to choose for myself, I'm about a 6 in my body, I guess, and maybe about a 6 in my energy too. 6 and 6 for me. We've got an 8 and an 8, a 2 and an 8, a 6 and a 5, 7 and an 8, a 1, yuck. Uh-oh. Body 7, energy 8. We've got 9s. Amazing. Love that for you. 6 and 4, 6 and 6. That's where I'm at. 6 and 6. 5 and 5, 6 and a half, 6 and a half. All right, fair. Fair. 2 and 6. 7 and 5, 3 and 5. Okay. Physically 7, emotionally 4. Body 9, follicular phase, and 8 energy. All right. We got a 7, 7. Hey, Kim. Hey, Miss G. 3 and a 5. All right. So we're going to do a little experiment this morning. So, assuming you hang with me through the end of Coffee and Magic. So I just asked you what your numbers are. At the end of Coffee and Magic, I'm going to ask you again what your energy number is, and we'll see if it's different. So remember your energy number, okay? Hey, Sabra. It's very early where you are. All right, let's get to it, shall we? I already know what we're choosing today. We're choosing birds, okay? And that's it. I'm going to drink some water. Hi, Janine. Once again, checking in with your energy. How are you feeling 1 through 10 with your body? How are you feeling 1 through 10 with your energy? And then at the end, I'm going to ask you about your energy again. So remember your numbers, okay? Especially your energy number, if you can. It's just an experiment. Glad to see you, girl. All right, so we're doing birds, and you tell me which bird you're feeling this morning. We've got a bald eagle, we've got a red-tailed hawk, and an owl. So eagle, hawk, owl. Which bird are you feeling this morning? Anna, you're always all three. You're choosing from eagle, hawk, and owl. And of course, feel free to pick more than one. Oh, how cool. There was an owl outside your door all afternoon. That's amazing. Yeah, they're all raptor. Birds of prey this morning. That's not on purpose. Eagle, hawk, and owl. Oh, amazing, Janelle. I've been having some serious birds of prey activity around here. Like every time I'm driving, there is now a hawk on the low wires, like those telephone wires. I don't know what wires they are, honestly. Whatever those wires that are between the poles, it's hard to know anymore. I know they used to be phone lines, right? But they're like right there on the road. And I had a little communion with an eagle earlier this week, and then that eagle showed up in my dreams. So I'm picking eagle for myself this morning for sure. Oh, Lydia and Cormac. Got Aaron's kitties playing this morning. So you're choosing from eagle and hawk. I'm shuffling. An owl, sorry. Eagle, hawk, and owl. Those are your three choices for this morning. Drop your selection in the comments. Now I'm about to get this going. Hell yeah. Lydia is one of my favorite names, and one of my favorite authors is Cormac McCarthy. So I love your names. You two are awesome. Mwah, mwah, mwah. All right, well, I've pulled for eagle. Let me know when you're ready for it. Hi, Maddie. Are you ready for this? Do you like that Taylor Swift song? It's a banger. All right. All right. Thank you. Okay. Are you ready for this? Seriously? I'm like, okay. So this is your eagle pull. Again, if you just popped in, we're choosing from eagle, hawk, and owl. And Erin, Janelle wants you to know that her sister's name is Lydia, and Kim wants you to know that Lydia is her daughter's name. Amazing. Okay. So here is your eagle pull. Oh, look, it's the eagle card. Can you even with this? Eagle, the mystery, and the queen. Okay. So if you chose eagle, you've got the eagle, the mystery, and the queen. It's so cool. All right. So let's get into it. Let's see what your story is. So y'all know this is my favorite, right? Okay. So if you chose eagle, you are likely in a time like, well, you've been in this time, but like you're really feeling that like in between vibe right now. And it may be getting to the point where you're so close and you can kind of feel that, but at the same time, you're not close enough to just like go. It's kind of like, do you know when you have a vacation plan? Okay, and this is just if you're like me with the packing. So I know some of you won't be able to understand this, but regardless, you'll follow. You've got a vacation planned, right? And you're super excited about it. You did all your planning, and now it's like 2 weeks before. So it's like too early to really pack because you still need to use all your stuff. But it's also like you kind of feel like you're already in vacation mode, but you're not. And so you're just like, like, can we just go already? And it's frustrating, right? And I'm one of those people who I don't pack until like the night before because my brain just won't let me do it. So all that time leading up, I'm like getting all irritated because I'm like, let's go, let's go. It's like I can't live my life here anymore. I got to go to vacation. So that's kind of like that feeling of this pull. It's like, can we just go? Can we just like go? Can we just go? And it's like, yeah, I mean, would love it, right? And it's like, oh man, you've got to trust the process. And you're like, I don't want to trust the process. But it's like, no, you got to trust the process. And there's really like nothing you can do about it. And I'm saying that to myself too. It's like tough, you know? But the the thing to understand about this particular time period is that if you continue to throw your energy into the future and make yourself frustrated, you're going to miss something because there's something here for you that you might be missing right now because you're so focused on the packing, right? And it's this one right here. There is a down swell of energy right now. That's likely what's also frustrating you because you feel like you want to do stuff and you want to start popping off, and the energy is not allowing you to do it. Starts and stops kind of thing, because there's still this this nurturing, caring, healing energy for you to tap into. It's not go time yet for many of you. If you are a go time person, you know this already. I think I've spoken to a couple people where it's like it was go time last week, but for the rest of us, it's not until the end of March. Okay. So refocus yourself on your healing of your feminine energy and what that means. Okay. We have in this society equated feminine energy with weakness. And that's a rewiring that needs to take place so that when you step into this vacation, which is your life, quite frankly, on your terms, you don't carry this this wound with you, where you feel that vulnerability, nurturing, being a little quiet sometimes, intimacy, being in touch with your sexuality, and having that energy when you don't feel like that is a liability for you anymore. And you actually find the power within that and find the strength within that. This energy has been rising up for a while now. So it's asking us to really look at that and understand what it means to you. And this is not gendered. Feminine energy is not gendered. Humans contain many different energies within them. I believe we're going to be finding out pretty soon as we like exit from this binary code existence that we're in, that feminine and masculine energies aren't the only ones. It's very limiting. It's really a spectrum, and there's so much in between the two poles. And we're going to learn how to express everything in between feminine and masculine and not be so harsh with ourselves. So there is a healing that is asking to take place, and it takes place with a little bit of quiet and a little bit of patience. And I know that's frustrating. It's very frustrating for me. I'm like, nope, don't want to do it. Can I just pack and go? But it's coming. And the eagle is here because you're asking for support and for signs and to kind of know that the magic is still there. And the eagle's here to tell you that yes, it is more than ever. Okay. So that is your eagle message for this morning. Fine, right? Hi, Christine. If you're just joining us, we are in the middle of sensory card pulls. We've got 2 more left, so you can now choose from hawk or owl. The replays of all of the Coffee and Magics can be found on my IGTV on Instagram or my YouTube channel. They're all there. Sorted by date. All right, we're shuffling from hawk. My eagle friends, did that resonate with you? I know, Janelle says, can we skip to the good part? Yes, please. Love it. All right. I just loved that that was the eagle card pull, and I pulled the eagle card. That was cool. All right, this is hawk. Oh, hi, Christine. All right, tell me when you're ready. Okay. I know you have 3 vantage points to choose from when watching Coffee and Magic. You can come from this angle, or this angle. Plenty of choices. All right. So this is your hawk. Okay. We've got protection, my tummy, trust, and the water fairy. Oh boy. I'm doing good with the water. Okay. So again, this is your hawk. You've got protection, trust, and water fairy. Now, you've been here for a minute, you know that our protection card is actually our boundaries card. This is boundaries. So here we go again. You ready to talk about this? This season, this Pisces season, it's been necessary to update and kind of touch base with your boundaries frequently. I would honestly I would set a reminder to yourself, like as you start the week, like maybe on a Sunday night, check in with your boundaries. What does that mean? Like sometimes, you hear things or I'll say things and it's vague and you're not sure how to apply it to your life, right? Like, what does it mean? Like, okay, boundaries. I'm going to tell you very specifically what this would look like, okay? Because I'm doing this too. Checking in with your boundaries on a Sunday night looks like this. All right, there's a very specific person who drains my energy, and I have no choice but to be around them frequently. So I'm going to reset myself about this person and remind myself of all the reasons why I need to keep a little bit of space. I need to reset the way that I react to them, and I need to kind of like understand where they're at and keep myself where I need to be. So I reset my boundaries with that particular person because, again, I know that I'm going to be around them and dealing with them, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm resetting my energy so I have my boundaries in place and top of mind as I start my week. Okay, that's one. Two, I have a lot of exciting energy going on right now and a lot of nervous, anxious energy, which feels somewhat the same, quite frankly, because I'm about to be moving. I'm about to start like a whole new chapter of my life. So I'm just all over the place with it. So setting my boundaries about that would be reminding myself of my why. Why am I excited about this? What things do I have to look forward to? That's also a boundary for me because it keeps my energy in a specific place. It keeps me grounded and rooted in what is actually important to me. So, reminding yourself of your boundaries in all of those different ways with people, with work, with any type of external situation, with friends, with romantic relationships, and with your hopes and dreams, right? Set your boundaries with your hopes and dreams again. That doesn't mean cutting things out or pushing them away, right? It actually just means reacquainting yourself with the why. So that's a big one right now. Do it all the time. You can't not do it enough, right? Because the Pisces energy is moving all over the place, right? It's very easy to forget things. Okay. Now, with that being said, you also have the water fairy and the trust. And these two are actually coming together. The water fairy connects with emotions, all right? You people may say Piscean energy is very emotional. I don't like that because it makes it sound like number one, emotions are a liability, and number two, that not every human on earth has emotions. They do. We are emotional beings. Anger is an emotion, right? Repression of emotions is an emotion. Like everything is emotions. We live by our feelings. Even if we studiously ignore them, you still have in them, right? So this is asking you to really reacquaint yourself with your actual emotions now because a lot has changed this year and you might be operating on old emotional data that doesn't reflect your current level of healing within yourself and situations in your life. So this whole hawk pull honestly is about reacquainting yourself with where you're at today, you know what I mean, as opposed to how you were last year or even like 4 days ago. Like update now, right? And to trust that you can actually trust your emotions to guide you, that you can actually do that. because it's the most important thing at this point. You're going to be moving into a place in your life where your navigational compass, is that redundant? I don't care. It sounds good. Your navigational compass, that's your emotions. And trusting the input you're getting is going to be the most important thing that you could possibly do to keep yourself in alignment, right? So, boundaries, checking in with that, and trust your emotions. Okay, that's your hawk. I wish you had a podcast. Well, here's the thing. I have one that I haven't um, made an episode to in like over a year at least, but it's on Spotify. And I was streaming the audio from Coffee and Magic to that podcast, but it just felt like, I don't know, it just felt redundant and unnecessary. Um, but I don't know. Yeah, if you go on Spotify, you'll find the Coffee and Magic the Coffee and Magic is was it no, it's the Normalized Magic podcast on Spotify. Um, but I have audio from here that I could like obviously put into a podcast, but I just wasn't sure if like it made any sense to do that. Probably does. I probably would have had a lot more listeners if I had kept going with it, but I'm a one lady operation over here, and sometimes I just get tired of doing all the things, and there's only so much I can do. And now I'm in school, and it's like, so maybe one day I will reacquaint myself with the Normalized Magic podcast. But yeah, there are episodes up there. Hello, Kit. You're just in time for the owl pull, so maybe that's for you. But thank you. I didn't mean to just whine at you. I appreciate that you enjoy listening to me. Actually, thank you for saying that, because I've been meaning to say this to you guys. It's been bopping around my head. Thank you for being here and entertaining me all these times. I've been doing this for a few years now, and I am still kind of wow, if people get up on the internet and listen to me in the morning. It's kind of crazy. It's been quite a journey, and it really helps me too. It's my favorite thing. So I really appreciate you being here and supporting me and supporting each other. It's awesome. I appreciate it so very much. All right. So this is the owl. I know, Cindy and Christine and Kim, real OGs over here. Yeah, the people who pop in here when they're on Pacific time and it's 5:30, that's wild to me. Ah. That's why I did the Fridays for 10, just to make it a little easier if you want to be live. But it's one of my goals at some point when I'm when things calm down for me. I don't have a lot of evening space, but I think it would be nice to have an evening coffee and magic, but it wouldn't be coffee. It'd probably be some wine and magic or something. But I thought an evening one would be good because it would help people on different time zones, but not right now. Not today. Don't get me started. Because I go crazy. All right. This is your owl pull. Tell me when you're ready. Exactly. And it could happen. when I move, so I'm moving at the end of the month, beginning of the next month. And my life is going to be very different then because I will, officially not be living in my house with my ex. And it's just going to be a whole new situation. So I do feel that once I get into that new space and that new energy, I will have a better idea of like what I want to do and just have a lot more bandwidth because I'm using awful lot of my bandwidth right now just to not lose my mind. So it'd be nice not to have to like hold the ceiling up. You know what I'm saying? Just relax my arms a bit. Okay, here's your owl pull. We've got the novice, the cow, and Merlin. Okay, so listen, this is not a tarot deck, but when the novice pops out, we get a little tarot over here, okay? Because and this is where the numbers kind of pull in. So the novice corresponds to the zero card in tarot, which is the fool, okay? And it's just that perfect circle of new beginnings, okay? Perfect circle of new beginnings. It also means for my friends who need to feel that they are proficient at anything and everything immediately. Not me. That's not how this is going to go. Okay. You're starting life in this new way, this new energy that's coming, this vacation you're about to take, um, with a lot of unstable energy. And that's not bad. Think of like the wobbly legs of a colt, right? You're gonna get there. You're gonna get that strength, but you don't have muscle memory for any of these things yet. The things you have muscle memory for are the things you don't actually want anymore. Those are reflexive responses to old programs. So if it feels like, like you don't have to think about it and you're just doing, like maybe it shouldn't feel so comfortable right now. Maybe you should feel a little weird, right? So the novice is coming in to say, like, you're starting a whole brand new journey, and it is okay to be unstable and not to be perfect at it. Just keep going, okay? At the same time, you got the Merlin and the cow, and we're going to talk about the cow first because it's going to be your favorite. So, part of this new journey that is so uncomfortable for you is you have to learn how to receive. Do you know why, or do you know a reason why it is so uncomfortable for you to receive? It's because in order to receive, especially good things, particularly good things that you want, in order to actually receive them, you have to believe that you're worthy of receiving them. And up until this point, you may not have felt that. And instead, you felt that giving, doing is what validates and affirms your existence and makes it okay for you to take up space. That program needs to stop. That's why it feels so uncomfortable because it's like it's opposite sauce. You know what I mean? And so it's like it's going to take a minute. It's going to take you like really thinking about things, right? And allowing yourself to receive. You guys manifest things all the time and reject them. I know that you do this. I've watched some of you do it, right? I'm not pointing out anybody, but I do it as well. We say, I really, really want this. And then when it shows up, we're like, oof, I couldn't possibly accept this. Give it to somebody else who needs it. What? Right? Like you ordered it. You ordered this pizza. You don't need to give it to somebody else. Let them order their own damn pizza. So it's it's a thing. And this has come up, right? I don't know if it's come up for you, but it's come up in the past like week and a half for sure, because I know I've talked about this. If you've heard it before, this is again like, hey, you can receive. You are allowed to receive. In fact, it's imbalanced if you don't. If you're always giving, you are in a deep imbalance. Okay? Give and receive, give and receive. And, just kind of super extra bonus on this one. This is the owl card. If you also chose the eagle card with the boundaries, This has to do with that as well, because there are people in your life who are literally there because they know they can take from you. That's the whole relationship, is endless taking, endless taking, and then maybe making you feel shitty about yourself for not giving enough, so you continue to give because you want to be a good person, and you hate the idea that somebody thinks you're not giving enough because you're trying so hard to be good and trying so hard to give. Ooh, right? That's where you need the boundaries, because that's a person who's taking your energy and not giving anything back. But there are people who exist in this world who don't need to take your energy because they know how to generate their own. And when you can connect with those people, wow, it really feels different, right? Because it's not draining. So your boundaries help to keep you from being drained by those people who only know how to take from you. Okay. So, all right, we got that. We got that. Then we have the Merlin. Now, listen, the Merlin is, I don't want to say a complicated vibe right now, but today, the Merlin is grounded in non reality. Let me see if I can like explain this right. It's very Piscean, very Neptune. Um, the energy of the Merlin for you right now is really leaning into the fact that nothing is real and therefore anything is real. And it's breaking your brain a little bit, I think, especially over the full moon. It might have broken your brain a few times to realize that there is no, like, anything could be anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter, you know? It doesn't matter. And the question is, if it doesn't matter, doesn't everything matter? If nothing's real, isn't everything real? If you don't like something, doesn't that mean you can just have something different? And it's grounded in that space of ungroundedness, and it's not going to last forever. Like, this energy is not going to be here forever. This is a moment and you're riding this wave. It's okay to let yourself explore the brain breaking possibilities because they're there for a reason. Your brain's probably being broken like that so that it can expand to hold new ideas and new thoughts, right? The former paradigm was very narrow, it's very small, it's very rigid. And where we're going to now, it's not so much that. And you're creating. And in order to create bigger, you have to break down those barriers. And so the Merlin is here to really give you another boost of that Piscean energy that, again, is grounded in the lack of reality, which sounds like that's opposite sauce, but it's not, right? You can be grounded in anything. And right now, you're grounded in the ethers. And it is okay. It's very flighty, it's very air. And it also is deeply tied to your emotions. Your emotions are steering the ship, so to speak. No, your emotions are the water that the ship is traveling on. And that water could be anything. It could be really smooth sailing. It could be, a tsunami, whatever. Water does all the things, right? Um, it's whatever you make of it. There really isn't much more to it than that. It's everything and nothing at the same time. It's infinite possibilities and no possibilities because it is what you decide to make of it. So, with that in mind, you're to wrap up your owl card, you've got the novice, you're starting off on a brand new journey. Receive. Allow yourself to be grounded in the lack of reality and don't be scared. It's okay. It's actually always been this way. We're just learning how to use it now. Okay. So that's your coffee magic for this morning. That one kind of hurt my head a little bit. I have like a weird headache, almost like I'm hungover, but I didn't drink last night. So, you know, Fridays. Oh, man. All right, my friends. Well, listen, I hope that you have an excellent weekend. And I will see you Friday. Nope, it's Friday now. I'll see you Monday. Monday is 8:30 in the morning, and let's think about this. Is there anything else I need to tell you? No, just that I love you. Thank you for being here. Mwah, mwah. I'll see my workshop friends on Sunday. Mwah. I think it's all of the energy, you know? Like, if I could have, like, a cranial massage, that would really help, but that's not happening today. Alright, friends. I'll see you on Monday. Mwah.